Good day, everybody. How's all my social media internet family doing? Um, it's Sunday, and I want to talk about a little something different today. I mean, I know this is normally focusing on abuse, but there's also, I said there would be a plethora of things, which could be family issues, relationship issues, parental issues, or anything else that arises in your daily life. And for me today, I got to speak on it because my heart just feels kind of heavy. I've not always been the greatest mom. I realized I made a lot of mistakes. I had addiction issues, I had depression issues, and my son. I'm not going to mention any names here on this platform, and if I ever did, I apologize. I don't want to ever, hurt anyone in that way or make it a public thing. But my youngest son, I love him dearly. The only one I was ever able to keep, has been staying with me off and on. And now he had left home, come back, left home, come back, left home, had a baby. I made him leave. He came back. I did all kinds of that. I dropped a PFA on him because he had a temper. Now he doesn't use his temper around me anymore, and so I can't complain about that. But there are behaviors that just hurt my heart. Like, I'm a person, like, whenever I get anything, I use everything on my son. Like, if he has a need, if he's hurting, I make sure it's okay. I've always been that person who anybody in my life, if I have it and they need it and I know I can help them, I will. And so it's like whenever I have something, I spend it all. I don't care whether it's money, food stamps, if I get an income tax check, if I got a survivor check from my husband. One time I had a lawsuit. I gave him money out of that, paid his rent and security, and just did a lot of things. And I got a washer and dryer out of it that I still have. I need a new one now, but waiting on another check. So I'm going to definitely buy one of this next stimulus check. But I digress. But like, I'm sitting here with nothing in my house, like no money, because his check came early, mine didn't, and he's got a job, but he left his job, and now it's just like there's just so much. I'm watching him, in a situation where he has a home where he doesn't have to pay rent, he's not paying any bills, or taking total advantage, and I'm beginning to get so upset because I just want to stop. I want to move into a one-bedroom apartment. I don't want to live with anybody anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to play this dance anymore. I don't want to be taken advantage of anymore. And I've allowed it to happen out of guilt, out of fear. Guilt because I wasn't always the best mother. Fear because he's always said, well, you're going to die alone with none of your kids, because my two oldest children I don't really have a good relationship with. I don't have a relationship with them. Let's just put it like that. They come in my life whenever they feel like it, like usually when there's a problem, and usually with a lot of guilt and a lot of pain because they haven't worked through their stuff yet, and I get it. So I just try to be there, be a sounding board, try not to get upset, try not to react. Although in the beginning I did. I wasn't healed yet. I had a lot of trauma issues myself. I'm sorry. I'm having a real hard time with this. And so, I love my children, but my son I raised, and because of guilt, I enabled him his whole life, and because of fear that I could lose him at any moment because two of them were taken from me. And it's just like, now he's a grown up. He's had really good jobs, like two really good jobs, at least one super good job. And he gave it up for a less paying job. Now, he allowed his girlfriend, baby mom, to talk him into quitting his job, he says. I don't think he wants to work, though. I don't know what's in him. He needs healing. He needs healing. But you know what? I can't fix it. Is there any parents out there that can relate to this? Like, they know they didn't do they did the best that they could. But looking back in hindsight and seeing some of the things and behaviors and stuff and choices their children made, they realize that they enabled some of that behavior. And they're living with that day after day. And how do you go through that? Like, I just have to have the strength. I'm praying this morning, God, give me the strength, because I love people so much to the point where, I just let them run all over me, and I just gotta stop. And I'm really have to learn. The hardest thing is to do it with your child, because when your children, especially when you have, like, he's my only family. Being adopted, he's the only child I have that has a grandbaby with his baby's mother, who hates me, by the way, and I have no idea why, except that it's probably something she sees in me, a reflection, because I've seen things in people that were a reflection of what I didn't like. And when I was younger and didn't know how to handle it, and I immediately took a disliking to them, didn't realize that it was really something within me that was the problem. And so I just try to hang up. But I haven't had a relationship with my grandbaby. I see her through a window. If I'm lucky, maybe once every month, 2 weeks when they're speaking or together. But I'm not allowed in her life because I'm unhealthy. Because my son's afraid that she'll see this. He doesn't want her, exposed to my traumatic life. I can understand some of that, but a lot of it's really her. I don't really think it's all him. Because I think he knows no matter what I would love her. But it's just whatever she's put in his mind that I'm just this person who can, and really, I'm thinking she's more unhealthy than mother than anybody because she's so unforgiving and bitter and she's stalkerish and she hurts people and she just goes out of her way to make everybody unhappy and try to control everything. But I'm the bad person, and I'm just like, what? Meanwhile, he's living here. He doesn't have to pay any bills. Like I said, I'm digressing. And he leaves out of here, granted, he does a little here and there. Last night he brings home, chicken patties and some kind of pizza. I'm going to tell you, I didn't like it. I didn't eat the chicken patties. The pizza was horrible, but I didn't want to say anything because he got it. But it was just nasty. And when I have money or when I get paid, my little bit, I make sure he gets what he likes. I make sure I love him while I'm here because you know what? I may not be here another day. So that's how I think. What if I'm not here tomorrow? What is my last memory of me going to be for him? And that's my problem. I'm not ever thinking about, well, maybe you need some consequences in there, Michelle. I have to do this to be a mom, not a friend. That's the tough part. But I come home and I get up in the morning and he's got stuff thing laying on. You can't clean up after himself. You're 20s, you're in your mid-20s, you're after almost going on 30. You can't clean up after yourself. You got food and stuff all in your room. Let me show you. This is embarrassing. And I refuse to clean it anymore. And if I did clean it, I get yelled at for throwing stuff out. It's embarrassing for a grown man to be living like this. Okay? Okay, y'all? I'm not crazy. Oh, my room ain't perfect, but come on. I have to make sure this is my room. I don't have much. I'm not a rich person, but what I do have, I keep clean. I try. This is the living area. And I have to come out and pick up the kitchen every morning because he doesn't do it. It's I just want to live in a place where I don't have to clean after a grown person every day. All right, I'm not going to stay anymore. I just kind of wanted to vent to all my family out there. I love y'all so much because you all really are my family. I can't go talk to anybody here. Nobody listens. It's I'm invisible. I don't exist. But if I go out here and I talk to people and love on people and share my experience with y'all, and then we connect, and it's yes, you're my family. You're the people that I want to talk to and hang around with. All right. I got to go. I have to upload this and it may take a minute. Love you guys. Happy Sunday. Be blessed. Okay.